Hey guys, I hope you are well and welcome to another video. I am bringing you the winter solstice. It could be a message, readings for everyone and the signs. So this video is not going to be too long because the winter solstice for some reason is not too long either, but you just never know with me because I do tend to talk a lot. But yes, winter solstice on the 21st of December every single year, where some of you could be celebrating with the Yule logs, all these like these Yule mistletoes. This is the time we're going to be bringing in a new season. It's before Christmas. It's winter time, and this is great to be having lots of home down to earth meals like stews and squashes, soups, wrapping up warm. Capricorn is the last of the cardinal signs because the cardinal energies, they always herald in a change for all of us. So the first one we had was Aries, which was spring. Then we had summer, Cancer, autumn, Libra, and now we have winter. Anytime these four energies happen, something's definitely going to be changing. And Capricorn, a lot of us could actually feel with this, winter solstice, the energy of hard work, our ambitions as well, or even writing down our ambitions. They could actually rise right now. Of course, spending time with family because of opposite to Cancer, but there could be a lot of planning going on. Loads of planning for our future, January going forward. And this energy does last until March the 20th, until the sun enters Aries and it's spring equinox. So I've picked out some oracle cards, what we could be doing. But before I talk about that, you guys know when it comes to using, self-care, because, Capricorns, we're all going to be feeling this energy, guys, especially when it comes to January. The energies are definitely of, again, hard work, ambition, serious outlook on life, planning towards our future, being that goat that goes very slowly. But also, the next time we have this energy, the planets are not going to be the same. We're going to have Saturn, which is in Pisces. And it may definitely trine this energy as well. Because, we're on the cusp of Sagittarius and Capricorn on the 21st. So we're still, some of us we still could be feeling these energies of Sagittarius. We're going into Capricorn. Things are going to be a bit more slower. And I don't know about you guys, but I love Christmas. I love the coming up to Christmas, although there's a lot of hustle and bustle. Things definitely can be very, things feel very quick paced. And we may not feel that we want to plan for January because we're living in the now. Capricorn is a sign that doesn't like to move too fast. It likes to take its time. So if you feel like that, it's great. It's not an energy that is rushed. It's a very cautious energy. And whatever rituals you're going to be doing with this solstice is going to be private to you. It's also going to be important to you as well, because the next 3 months is of great importance as well. So yes, and also when it comes to, I've spoken about the food, what we could be eating, because the food's going to be more homely now. Lots of soup and stews and foods that are going to also bring us down to earth. This is not a time where we're going to be very high up in our minds. It can be very much an emotional time. And yes, like essential oils that I'll be using is like cedarwood, lavender. The energy for a lot of us won't be easy, when we, because this is a motivating energy, but it's still winter. So even, you know, you can use citrus oils that can help boost your productivity in claiming your goals and moving forward towards the, you know, moving towards your future. So citrus oils would be good, like wild orange and lime and lemon. And also don't forget to have some cake, because just because, okay? And yeah, don't forget to also enjoy yourself. It's holiday, Christmas season, you know. And also don't forget to have mulled wine. Mulled wine is key, guys, especially now. Or even with the eggnog, enjoy the festive season. So before I talk about the signs, I'm going to do it in the elements of earth, air, and water. We have the card. The first card I got for this winter solstice is the Five of Pentacles. The Five of Pentacles is about a loss of, it could be feeling like a loss of money, a loss of like your identity, just a loss that you're not feeling, these feelings that, you know, things are just not really happening for you, especially on a financial front. And a lot of us can definitely feel like that. We can definitely feel we haven't got enough, we're not getting enough, we're not paid enough. You know, if you're expecting money, this could take a while to come. There could be lots of changes in a financial situation. This card is also about, you know, settling. It could be settling debts, but it could also be getting your like money in order as well, especially before like the new year begins. We could also feel that we have to work extra hard to, it could be to make ends meet, but just working extra hard to make sure that we feel financially secure. It definitely could be at the back of our mind. But because it's number five is about different changes, like a lot of changes that can happen because it's quite a volatile number. Money-wise, you know, things can definitely be up and down, especially if you've overspent. You can look at your, you know, your money now and see, maybe I've overspent on the presents, or could this Christmas is going to be a very different Christmas. A bit like last year when Venus was in Capricorn, Jesus Christ. So yeah, there could be definitely changes on the financial front that's going to be happening, and you know, we may not be feeling as, you know, mentally or emotionally secure. The second card that we have is the Emperor, and the Emperor is an Aries card. It's showing that there's going to be a brand new beginning that's going to be happening. Of course, a brand new beginning that's going to be happening. Yes, definitely can be on the work front, career front, our ambitions. A lot of us may definitely feel that, you know, even like looking back to how the year was, you could also be looking back to how autumn, spring season was, how far you've come, because it's always good to look back on the first time of spring, which heralded in a new beginning. It heralded a new change of what's to come forward between this year and next year. So I feel a lot of that action is going to be happening. But also, there's also this sort of like fiery element of mashing things down and starting from scratch. And it can be, you know, there's also, I'm picking up like a shrewd move is coming. Like if something wasn't working, we are willing to walk away. Obviously, we're thinking things through, but we are also willing to walk away. So, you know, coming from the Five of Pentacles to the Empire, you know, there's an insecurity happening, but also we're going to be ushering a new beginning. And I feel a lot of this new beginning is going to be through our own free will and also through our own efforts as well. The Emperor is a very serious card. It's a card that takes no crap from anyone. So a lot of you may be embodying that. You could be Aries moon or rising or even sun. You know that there's changes that's supposed to come. Even if you are worried about what can happen, you know, you are changing. Something, it has to change. Something has to give. And a lot of you may not be afraid to go your own way as well. The last card, well, not the last card, I've got 6 cards here, is the Star card. And the Star card is showing that everything's going to be okay. Everything's going to work out the way that it should. You know, we're looking towards the future. and the future is 2023. This card is the Aquarius card, and Saturn is in Aquarius, and Saturn is also wrapping up as well, being Aquarius. We're seeing a lot going on now. You know, we're seeing a lot of unrest, civil unrest. We're seeing things, you know, whenever Saturn's easing out, it starts to, you know, you start to see the way the world should actually be, but also on a spiritual, but also on a personal front. You know, we're looking, you know, the future, we're looking towards like a brighter future, and the future will be brighter. We just have to go back to the Five of Pentacles and like put like the work in. There's a lot of stress and strains and worries. But once we get over that, go to the Empire, to the Star card, is that everything's going to work out the way it should. Things are going to be a bit more brighter. And some of you may see this when it's in February or January, February, and the Sun enters Aquarius. Or some of you may even see it in the beginning of January. But, you know, the load is not going to be so heavy. The load's going to be a bit more eerie or a bit more lighter. Like we know what direction that we are going to go in, and the future is going to look brighter for it. And so it should. Yeah. The fourth card we have is reverse disassociation. So we could be looking definitely back on, you know, because we may have moved very fast, you know, during this winter solstice. You know, a lot of us are going to be moving forward to things. And we may have not, you know, there's things that are within us or that's presented to us, and we didn't think it will be for us for whatever reason. So we have to reverse it. We have to not be stuck in our ways. We have to just be open towards, again, the future, but just be open towards things that we are not used to. You know, because we can, you know, Capricorn is a sign that can cut things off if it doesn't appeal to them. And a lot of that can be happening. But this card is showing just reverse that. Because there can be things that come that may be wrapped up in mud. But once we take the mud off, it's actually gold, or actually something that we've always looked for. Just on the outside, it didn't look like that. So just reverse disassociation. Reverse things that you never feel that was for you, and try to be open-minded. The fifth card we have is step into the unknown. Because we don't know what's going to be happening. Even though I'm bringing you these cards messages, we just don't know. We don't know. A lot of us may not know where we're coming or going. A lot of us have lots of plans, and we believe that it's going to happen that way, and it doesn't. So again, stepping outside your comfort zone. We're all going to feel this Capricorn energy, and you know, going into January as well, it's like a brand new year. We're in 2023, and it's actually fun. It's the number 30 card, which actually adds to 3. So in 2023, and it's like, you know, I've got all of these, I've made all these plans and wishes, and they're gonna happen. This card is saying it is not necessarily gonna happen. Something better can come along, something better could come along, or something worse can come along. It really does depend. So it's good to make plans, but it's also good to see what can happen as well, because it could really surprise us. And the last card we have is take positive action. I feel take positive action is take positive action regardless of what the outcome is in general for all of us. These next 3 months, they can be quite up and down, quite rocky, because we're moving from Capricorn to Aquarius to Pisces. And these 3 signs are the last of the cardinal, last of the mutable, and also last of the fixed. And whenever something is last, it's like we're wrapping some things up, and we're also going into Saturn. We're leaving Saturn in Aquarius, and we're going into Saturn in Pisces. And you know, these next 3 months, especially for this winter solstice, we can feel quite it's not going to be very easy for a lot of us to be positive about like the new year, because the new year is not easy. It's like it's cold, going back to work, it's winter, and things feel just a little bit more harsh, going back to the Five of Pentacles. But if things feel quite hard during these next couple of months, just remember that, luck is on your side from the Star card, but also just remember to take positive action and see positives in things that can feel quite negative. Because January, I've never found January or September easy, guys. Capricorn and Virgo season is never easy. You're transitioning to another realm, and positive. I feel this card as well. Taking positive action also will bring for us to obviously start something new and be positive about it, and also look at, yes, you can look at your skill set, but also look at what you always wanted to do for yourself, always things that you always wanted to plan to do, and just definitely see how it goes. Because positivity, it really does change things. And I feel this last card, is just a reminder to, take positive action regardless of what happens. So when we come to the signs, I'm just going to do like the elements. So for Capricorn, it's in your first, Taurus is in your ninth, and the last one, Virgo, this is in your fifth house. So a lot of you, again, there's new beginnings happening when it comes to like the physical self, when it comes to studying, higher learning, when it comes to having fun, creativity, a mix. It's actually a great time for a lot of you to be doing, because it's going to carry for the next 3 months. I feel things will start slow. I think it's going to start slow for everyone. Definitely going to be starting slow, but it's also going to be heralding a brand new time to, really take care of what needs to be taken care of, and I'm also picking up, make promises that you're going to keep, because work can definitely get into the way. For you Capricorns, it's you guys like looking at, what can you amend within your career, within your goals. I feel a lot of you are going to be really taking shape in like shifting like your perspective, and also looking after like your physical self, because this month, winter solstice, colds and flus can happen. So I feel a lot of you are going to be taking extra precautions as well, but also getting really down to business. You're not going to be messing around. And for you Tauruses, you guys, I feel a lot of you will definitely working more closer to home. You guys could also, and also another thing for Capricorns, that I feel that your finances is going to be playing a big part. Joint finances, paying off any debts or loans. Some of you may be working like your tax bills. This definitely could be in a partnership. For you Taurus, definitely you're going to be, some of you could be definitely deciding to study. Some of you could want to move, decide you want to move, because in order for you to get that certificate, or you need to be around another scenery. It could be another country. But a lot of it is definitely playing closer to home for you, because Uranus, the North Node's in your sign, and you guys have changed. It is something you didn't do in the beginning, you're going to be doing it now. You are taking that sort of leap of faith, and it could be something to do with like the home. The home could be playing a big part in this. I feel it could be the fact that you're doing something that could actually benefit your house, or definitely benefit your family. Definitely emotional time for a lot of you. But still, if you guys are writers, if you guys are gurus or even professors, this is a great time to be studying, or even bringing a book out, or even like learning a new language. January is a great time to be actually doing some self-improvement on yourself, and also doing something really spiritual. For Virgos, this is for you to be trying to have some fun, trying to be, have fun, dating. A lot of you could be very much wanting to, have a dating scene. Someone, this could also be something secretive that could be happening. It could be some secret romance, but also some of you could be doing a secret project. This is to do with children as well. So you could be spending more time with your children or thinking about children. These things can happen. It's a very fertile time, not just about pregnancy, but it's also about what you want to grow, what you've wanted to. There's some things I feel is very secret that you're not telling the world, that you definitely could be working on behind the scenes, or something you could definitely work on that's been long lasting. And you could be very, very inspired now, Virgo. This is a great time to be inspired, to get that passion project on the go. And this definitely to do with like your work. So working for yourself, definitely could be thinking about working with like very much creative people. Or if you've got kids, they could be inspiring you in some way. It does feel very much an exciting time for some of you Virgos. But again, for all of you, I think things will begin slow, but the momentum will definitely pick up. The air signs. So Aquarius, this is in your 12th house. So for you Aquarius, you are going to be very much, doing the whole releasing thing. Yeah, a lot of releasing. Resting, relaxation. You could be doing some helping others, like doing some more charitable stuff. I feel a lot of you will be definitely looking at your relationships with your partner or business partner. There could be a lot of revising, going back to the past happening, because Saturn is also in your sign. It's wrapping a lot of things up. So you guys definitely could be wrapping some stuff up. Slowly behind the scenes, but also trying to rest. Your dreams could also be extremely important, but also so is your relationships. Definitely your relationships, like business or personal. Some of you could also be doing lots of communication in your relationships, signing contracts, or thinking about having there could be more of a commitment as well, which is always good. But you've changed, Aquarius. Your relationships have definitely changed, and I feel that during this next 3 months you're going to be seeing that. For Libra, this is in your 4th house. So you guys are having an emotional month for the next 3 months. Home is definitely where the heart is. Okay, so this is a time where you could be gathering friends, or you could even acquaintances. Some for you Libra, some of your acquaintances become your friends. So there could be some little parties happening at home. Lots of group get-togethers. There could be lots of like emotional talks. You could definitely be being with family more. I feel a lot of you are going to be, there could be like a sense of being more closer to family, like your parents. Some of you may want to move as well. But yes, if you are going to be mingling, a lot of this could be within your home or someone else's home. But I feel that conversations may be on the emotional sense, like not like trivial. It's just like more emotional. A lot of stuff could be to do with the past as well. And if any of you are single, some friends definitely could become lovers as well. So it's a bit of a downtime for you guys, but you still will be, communicating with your closest friends. Gemini, this is in your 8th house. So for all the air signs, it's a very emotional time. Very much an emotional time. And you guys, there could be lots and lots of communication when it comes to your finances. Yeah, joint finances. They could be playing on your mind. You could be wanting to sort out any bills with your partner or whoever you're living with. You could be taking on a lot of stuff as well, because Mars is in your sign, and a lot of you are taking on more than you should. Some of you may not mind, but the 8th house is to do with debts and loans. So this is going to be playing a big part. And also fears. like emotional fears, sexual fears. This could also be coming up. And some of you may not feel like, you know, your energy is very high. It could be thoughts from the past could be coming back, and it may be playing on you guys a lot, you know. And I feel that if any of you do see anyone from the past, because the past is playing a big part for everyone, any of you do see people from the past, I feel it's just to let go of like old hurts that some of you may be feeling. So, you know, there is big communication coming up for a lot of you. And with Mars retrograde in your house, that's to do with revising things. So, you know, communication, of course, is definitely key for you guys, but communicating on an emotional level, things that you've buried, you know, will be coming up now for a lot of you. And it's just to help release and help, and also just to help you to transform. So emotional month for all of you guys. The emotional water signs. So for you Pisces, this is in your 11th house and your goals and your dreams. So a lot of you could be working on that, definitely. Could be taking it more seriously, because during this time, Saturn's going to be in your sign, especially for you early born Pisces. And what definitely this can bring is you guys just working on these things, but also being really serious, being really passionate, being really like goal orientated. And this is definitely towards friends as well. Some friends can actually come back from the past, guys. You know, I do find with some Pisces that, you know, whenever it's like December or even January, they start, they I don't know, you're doing your daydreaming thing, and bam, you're walking and you see like a friend you haven't seen in like 30 years. And definitely there could be friends that come back from like 30 years ago. I also see some of you really restructuring your routines as well, you know, taking care of your routines, your physical body, your physical health, your mental health, and also seeing what and who needs to be in your life right now. If you know, especially because Saturn's going in your sign during this time, a lot of you could, you know, new friends can come in and old friends could be leaving. It could either be through free will or you could be doing it as well. But even like when it comes to like your goals as well, Pisces, it's a different time now. It's definitely a different time, and a lot of you may definitely see this coming in February and in March. But all in all, a great time to be reconstructing all of these themes. And for Cancer, this is in your 7th house. So, yeah, relationships have been playing a big part. You know, during this time we have the full moon, which is going in your sign. So there could be emotional ups and downs that's coming up. And, you know, I feel a lot of you will be definitely sorting out your finances. There could be big things to do with like contracts. There could be big things to do, again, with your relationships as well. Some of you could be working with your partner or working with a business associate. It very much feels like a business time, a bit like Capricorns for you guys. You'll be working on like your physical self as well, taking things a lot more seriously. It could be stuff that goes out and a lot of great stuff that comes in. And, you know, this is a lot of this to do with like your self-worth, what you eat as well. And I feel that some of you definitely will spend a lot more time within your partnerships. Definitely, there could be lots of serious conversations, and yeah, it could be emotional conversations that come up as well for a lot of you. For Scorpios, this is in your 3rd house, okay? And, you know, I feel that, you know, your career is going to be playing a big part. There could be lots of conversations to do with your bosses, your, you know, how you view in your career. There could be changes within your career. You know, you could be making those changes. There could be promotions that happen. But again, a busy time, like mentally busy. Also, I feel a lot of you could be seeing a lot more of your siblings if you have them. There could be some short distance travel, you know, spending time with family or friends during the Christmas period as well. And there could be lots of partying going on, lots of partying. You could definitely be celebrating something brand new within your career, or something that you've like a passion project that you've started, and you know, everything can definitely come full circle. So it's a great time for a lot of you water signs during these next 3 months. And for the fire signs, so for you Aries, this is in your career zone. So your career is going to be playing a big part for the next 3 months. Big time. There could be some physical, emotional, mental changes. Some of you could be promoted. Some of you could be working harder at your career, building your, I feel that something's coming like building like your life skills. There could be promotions, demotions. There could also be more money, which, you know, promotions also rules money. But you go with the Emperor card, which is your card. You know, you're going to be, there'll be, a lot of you are going to be more confident more than ever. I also feel a lot of you Aries are going to be doing some type of passion project, something very creative. You could be bringing it out there, showing the world this is what you're about, this is what your goals are, this is what you want to show the world. Very much a time that you guys could be showing a bit more of a sensual side as well, having more fun, you know, lots of dating. If some of you are single, you could find love in your job. If someone new started, like, oh, who's that? And yeah, but also some of you could be definitely deciding to really work for yourself. Or, you know, the job that you have, you could be doing a lot more work by yourself as well. You could have a new team. They could bring a more of a creative flair. For Leos, this is in your 6th house, which is of your routines, and you're ruled by the sun anyway. So you are, you know, this is shining a light on your, like, your daily habits and your routines, pets, you know, what you're eating as well. So some of you could be definitely become more like health conscious. You know, your New Year's resolutions could be like, I'm going to be more, you know, more healthier now. And there's no time like the present. Obviously, during Christmas time, some of you could be doing it during Christmas. Decide not going to eat so much because, you know, your energy, because you're ruled by the sun, your energy is, you need your energy to be bright for the new year. So this will play, I feel, a big part in what's going to be going on. But also, some of you during this season could be just sorting out paperwork, sorting out where you're working as well. There could be changes in your job, changes with the people that you work with. Or if you are a business owner, you could be implementing lots of changes, new rules, new structures within the work scene. And you're not going to be afraid to be heard now, Leos. And last but not least, we have Sagittarius. So this is in your 2nd house of money, self-worth, what you eat, and creativity. This is going to be playing a big part. You know, I feel a lot of you are going to be learning a lot. Could be learning a lot about money. It could be you like really looking at your spendings and your savings, what your investments are. But also, I feel a lot of you would definitely invest more in the kitchen. I'm picking up. Be cooking more. If you're one of those Sagittarius that eats out a lot, you could be deciding, I'm going to be, you know, I'm spending way too much money eating out, and now I'm going to start to like make more healthier foods. Something just to feed your soul, which is always good, you know. You could be cooking things from like different cultures, and the sun rules your 9th, and you know, you guys are, you know, you're the 9th house, you know. So there could be investments when it comes to like money abroad, or you be studying. You could be studying about money or finances as well. And yeah, this is a great time to be learning like a new course or a new language, something. If you want to invest in anything, I feel this is like the highest thing that you could definitely invest in. More profitable for the long term. You'll get your returns back. And again, it's going to be a busy month. So a lot of you fire signs are going to be within like your money and your career. So very busy time. So guys, that was the winter solstice message for all of you. I hope you enjoyed this. You know, feel free to let me know how it's gone for you. And also, you know, feel free to let me know, you know, how Christmas has gone for you as well. It's like a Christmas message. And also don't forget to like, share and subscribe. because, you know, when you do that, I can bring out more videos for you. You know, there's going to be new stuff that comes out next year for a lot of you. And yeah, thank you guys very much for listening, and I'll speak to you soon. Take care. Bye.